What's up, guys? So I haven't posted in a while, man. I stay busy, 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 and plus, it has been like deleting a lot of my videos that I try to like show people how to make money for free. So it seems like you can't really post money making, like teaching people how to make money on YouTube anymore because they just flag, especially in real estate. Because with real estate, you got to show addresses and you got to show phone numbers, and they do not like that. They do not like that at all. So I recorded a training this morning on how to make $50,000 profit on one land deal. $50,000 on one deal. And you do not need any of your own money. You do not need any credit. You do not need any specialized knowledge at all. And I'll show you, I recorded step by step what I do. And you can duplicate exactly step by step what I do. And on top of that, if you do get somebody who's or where you stuck, let's say for instance you're speaking to someone and you're stuck, I will gladly take over. My phone number is right there. I will gladly take over and close the deal for you, and we just split the deal. Okay? So this training that I just recorded is 500 bucks. If that's something you're interested in, which I don't see why you wouldn't be, but this is like better than wholesaling houses. You guys know I've been wholesaling houses and I've been buying and flipping them. Um, but this is like land is even better to me because the houses you have to like you got to know comps, you got to know how to comp these things, and then you got to know how to uh, uh, evaluate the cost of rehabs, and you got to know like you just it's just so much harder with like for a new person, not for seasoned people, but obviously if you're seasoned, you're already doing deals and you're making money. But if you're brand new and you want to jump into the real estate game, a lot of people start learning about wholesaling when they're brand new, which is what I did too. But knowing what I know now, man, I would have just started doing land because land is just land. There's no building on it. I don't have to worry about inspections and all this extra stuff. You don't have to worry about any of those things. And then on top of that, like when I started, and my first paycheck was like in 2018. I've been doing wholesaling since 2018. But when I started, like, I mean, it was a little bit easier back then, but also harder because the technology we have now, you can do deals super fast. We got AI now. We got all these websites are built in AI, so I could evaluate things like very quick. Back then, you couldn't do that. Nowadays, you could do that because we have AI now. We have all these tools that are free. Back then, you had to pay like companies like PropStream, and you had to pay them monthly fees. I remember I had to pay like I don't even remember, but it was like $150 a month I was paying for PropStream. Now we get the same information for free. The same exact information we get for free these days. It's crazy how times have changed. I used to have to pay for all this data. We still have to pay a little bit for a couple things here and there, but not like before. Not like before. Now you literally don't need any of your own money to do a deal. All you need is your time. I mean, it's always kind of been that way, but back in the day, you had to subscribe to get the data. You had to subscribe to some type of platform to actually get the data. It's kind of like, way back in the day, computers were like, you know, thousands of dollars. Nowadays, you could go and buy a laptop. Even your phone could do more than what a laptop could do. That used to be like two grand back in the day. But now you could go buy a laptop or a Chromebook or whatever for like $300. You could get a tablet, and you could do these things off of a tablet. You know what I mean? You could. It's insane what's happening right now, but like we're so far ahead as far as like technology, and it takes like 2-3 seconds to make something that would normally take like, I don't know, a couple hours. Now it could happen in like 2-3 seconds. I could just dump an address into AI and say, hey, give me the comps on this property, and then I could just upload a picture to AI, and then it actually sees the photo and evaluates everything. It's crazy. But yeah, things are so much quicker and so much faster now. It's just so much easier. But yeah, if you guys want this training, it's $500, and I don't see why you guys would not invest $500 to learn how to make 50,000. Like, it's insane. But yeah, man, it's that simple. It's very simple, very very simple. I simplified it to where it's like it's really a 10-minute training, to be honest. Like if you don't understand what I'm doing in 10 minutes, you can always call me and ask me questions. I'm not going to leave you hanging, but I mean, you should be able to understand everything in like 10 minutes. That's how easy this is. It's so much easier. But again, um, if you guys want to learn this, I suggest you do. I wish I would have known this when I started back in 2018. But yeah, I've been posting videos on YouTube. I don't post as often anymore because obviously, I don't know, man. YouTube keeps flagging my videos, and then they're threatening to take down my channel because sometimes I have to like, when I teach, I like to give everything. And because I'm that way, YouTube changed their guidelines. I can't show everything. I would have to block certain things, and it's not worth my time at that point. So then I just kind of like stop posting videos on YouTube. But I do Zooms, and through Zoom, when I have clients who want to learn these things, I just set up a Zoom meeting. And then through Zoom, I can show you everything. I can show you blah, blah, blah from A to Z. You know what I mean? But through YouTube, you really can't because they'll flag your channel, and I don't want to flag my account because, I mean, I kind of need my account. I kind of need my account, but I don't want to get my account flagged. So that's why I just do training through Zoom, and then I show you how things go, and then I show you exactly what you need, show you everything from A to Z. Anyways, I suggest you take advantage of this because I should not be doing it for $500. I know people who are charging way more for the same thing, but I don't I don't like charging people a lot of money up front. I like to have a good, you know, $500. That's not huge, but it's not like little. I want people who are serious. I could do it for free, but then I'd get all the riffraff and all the people who are just not serious. They would contact me, but I have to put a price on it. And then another thing too, I like to help people close their deals, and so I prefer making money in the back end. You know what I mean? I could charge 20 grand for this. People would pay it. I've charged $10,000 for training before. People pay it. I've charged $5,000 for training before. People pay it. But at the end of the day, like, I make money doing this, so I don't have to charge people a large sum of money. You know what I mean? My money that I make is basically off these deals. So I don't need to charge. And plus, if I charge less for training, I'll get a flood of people because I like making my money on the back end, meaning I'll teach you how to get these deals, right? And then you bring them to me. I'll either buy them or help you sell them, and then we split the profits. So to me, it's better if I make the money in the back end because the money is more in the back end. I charge you 500 up front. Now you're in, and then we split a deal that's 50,000. I just made 25,000, and you just made 25,000. You see what I mean? So it's so much easier to make, to me. Like to some people, they'll charge 20 grand up front, and then the person doesn't do a deal, and now that person loses 20 grand. To you, that's not fair. Now you just lost 20 grand. And then some people, they say, yeah, this isn't for me, or I want to go learn something else, or whatever. And then now 20 grand up front, that's a lot. So that's why I only charge like 500 bucks. And then I'd rather make my 25K in the back end because we'll split a deal or two. I mean, you could probably do it on your own. But what I'm banking on is you will do a deal with me, or you'll bring me a deal so I can buy from you. Even if you get it 100%, which a lot of people, this training, you should get it 100%. It's not really complicated. It's very simple. But you will get it up front. But I prefer if you find these things and then you sell them to me, and then I make that money in the back end because I'll buy it from you, and then you'll make money and I'll make money. Does that make sense? I don't know. Hopefully it makes sense to you. I prefer making money in the back end because I don't like charging people. Because when I was starting out, I didn't have much money to start out with. So because of that, I don't like charging people a lot in the front end. You know, because when I started out, I didn't have much money. 500 bucks is not a little bit of money, but it is kind of a little bit of money these days. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was like, maybe like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I was paying $500 for training. Now it's like 10, 15 years later, I'm still charging 500 bucks. It's like, that's not a lot of money, you know, as far as the times. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And again, go ahead and take advantage. I will up this because I'm just doing this as like an introductory type of thing. But later on, this is too small. I'll probably raise it to like 1,500. But to get people in the door, I want to do 500 right now. So get in the door before I put this to 1,500. I will put this up to 1,500 because I think 1,500 is very good to pay to make 50,000. And the great thing about land is that it's faster than wholesaling because you don't have to go through all the inspection and all this other stuff. People just, it's a lot. It's land. It's just lot, nothing on it. People just pay for the land, you know? It's not like a house where you got to get inspection and you got to do this, you got to do that, and they got to walk through it. They got to see everything. They got to get a contractor in there. So all of that is going to, you know, it's time consuming, and then you got to have all these extra knowledge. With this, with land, you don't have to have knowledge. It's just like land. It's just dirt. Like there's nothing to learn. So it's so much easier. Anyways, I got a couple people hitting me up right now. I'm going to have to answer these phone calls. You guys can hear my phone going off. But yeah, let's sign you up, and let's do a Zoom meeting. Let's get you going. 50K on one land deal. I'll catch you guys on the next one.